Good morning. So this morning I will read you comments from you guys. Yesterday I did a video where I talked about some people that I met, tea drinkers. And I noticed that they didn't look healthy. This was obvious to me. And it was something with their skin. It was hard to describe it. So I talked about the skin and also about them being more agitated, sort of nervous. And I asked for similar observations. Now, I've been reading these comments and I realized that, of course, we who are purebloods, we are dealing with this thing, all of us, in different ways, of course. The tea drinkers, of course, they have a situation, but we are witnessing the change, what's happening with people around us. And we have to deal with this, of course, somehow. You know, I get pissed off. I also feel a bit sad, you see, because I see what's going on. But I'm pissed off. I just don't like it. They bought the thing, you know. They complied. They were fooled so easily. Pisses me off. But it's so bad, you know, to witness this whole thing. Alright, so I'm just going to read you the comments. It's a bit serious, this video, I suppose. Okay, so, but here we go. There's a lot more of these comments. But these are the ones that I noted down, right? So, okay, so first one is this. I noticed the same swollen look as well. Yeah, I talk about the skin, right? They sort of look swollen. And it's not being fat, you know, that's what this guy says too. It's not about being fat, right? Alright, so this is the first one. I noticed the same swollen look as well. And it doesn't quite look the same as simply being fat. Because perhaps it's something to do with the quality of the skin. I've also noticed a sense of agitation many of them give off. It can be quite low level, like they are always slightly bothered by something. Exactly. That's what I saw. Exactly this. They seem bothered. It's true. Those that I met, right. Right, next one. I felt people had a grey hue to their skin after the tea. Not the grey we are used to. If someone looks a bit ill, but actually a pale grey shade. They have all aged. They have all aged more rapidly too. Right. People I hadn't seen in just 2 years looked noticeably older and haggard. The younger people who got the tea do seem to appear to be swollen. Next one. They seem to have an uncomfortable vibe about them. Next one. Not only are they bloated, but they are exhibiting skin issues as well. Right. Of course, I'm not a scientist. You know, I don't have a laboratory, but this is fascinating. People observing things, you know. Next one. You can see a lot of grey, ashen-faced people walking around. Here's the next one. Angry and bloated is my observation of ex-friends who had the tea. And here's another one. The skin, yes. That is what I noticed most of all. It looks inflamed, puffy, reddish. Another one. Swollen face, like breeding a sickness. Difficult to describe. Definitely they are looking older. They aged faster than it is normal. Some have a change of their personality to the negative. No more smart and nice, but jealous and nasty. Right. The tea drinkers are always tired and no energy and aging a lot. It's another one. My niece called me last Friday in tears because her fully teed up and boosted mother was screaming at her about some dog fur under the sofa, totally out of character of her mother, who lost all taste in her tongue, and her father had a heart attack and is coughing all the time. He's a non-smoker. Right, next one. I avoid the tea drinkers because I noticed I feel exhausted the next day. That's an interesting observation. You know? I've been, yeah, I read it again. I avoid the tea drinkers because I've noticed I feel exhausted the next day I've been around them. I noticed this pattern after keeping a daily log of my daily activities. Right. Somebody else had the same observation? You meet these people and then the next day you're tired? What's going on? Is this true? Right, here's the next one. The puffy, swollen appearance that tea drinkers have is probably a stage in progressive heart failure. Well, I don't know these things. You know, I'm just observing things, and it's, you know, I think it's fascinating. People observing different things around them. Right. Here's another one. I noticed many look pale. Not just a normal pale, though. Sort of faintly yellow pale. Drained and tired looking. Alright, another one. My wife's church group, who are all teed up, noticed that they are increasingly arguing amongst themselves at meetings, much more these days. I wonder why. Right, haven't heard one tea drinker say they feel better. They have all been moaning about it and saying they feel like shit. Right, I just go on. Many people I know who have had the tea are constantly run down, have colds or feel sickly, and they look grey and ill. Right. Okay, another one. I had the tea. I was unfortunately in a position that I could not escape anymore. My health has been in decline, but I couldn't tell you if it's from the tea or lack of sleep from working night shift. Right. Just two more. My mother is a tea drinker. She seems sad. And the final one. My useless ex-wife is indeed angry. My right. This is hard to read this one. My useless ex-wife is indeed angry and has put on a lot of weight. A load of weight. She looks appalling. Alright. Alright. So there you go. Be good.